Hello, are you out there? I'm Mark with Homebrew Fever Dreams, and we've got ourselves a little magic spell review from user Crunkers off of the old subreddit r/Homebrew Fever Dreams. That's my subreddit. Um, Crunkers gave this one to me a bit ago, and it's been sitting because I've done item reviews and I think a subclass review or something. So this is the last one. Crunkers, if you got more stuff, get it on the subreddit. We'll get to it. Although I will admit that the list of review stuff is growing, you guys. Some of it's pretty easy to do. I can just jump in and just read through it like this spell, but others I have to like read the whole thing, think about it, maybe research the class it's based off of before I can do it. So it could be a pretty laborious process, but it's what it's all about. Also, I'm just going to mention HFD Review channel, YouTube. I'm going to probably be side-by-side posting these reviews on the Homebrew Fever Dreams channel and on HFD Review to try and build up some people. Like, there's only one subscriber right there now. So I don't want to dump people's hard-earned, the hard work they've done on the Homebrew they've done. I don't want to be posting it just on the HFD Review channel where no one's going to see it. But I'm going to go side by side and hopefully build that channel up. And once it has, 20, 30 subscribers, then we might start slotting stuff over. There is a reason for that. I'll get to Crunker's spell, but there is a good reason. I'll just spill it out there. For anyone who knows me, I don't use thumbnails to any degree. I don't ask for subscriptions. I don't ask for likes. I, in general, am not trying to play that bizarre game of like the YouTube, do all these things and someday, we'll pay you money. It's like, okay, well, I want to spend 30 minutes reviewing someone's subclass in a video. Not a lot of people want to watch it, to be just completely blunt. But that's really not the point. I'm trying to give the review to the original creator of the Homebrew more than anything. Like 80% of it is for them to get a little bit of feedback, and it's fun. It's fun for me. They like people to know about it. And then the final 20% is probably just so that they can see that 50 people watched a video about their homebrew, hoping that just a couple people will actually use that homebrew sometime in the game. Maybe get some comments, get some likes. That's what it's about. There's never going to be 20,000 people that are going to watch a review on Conjure Magical Instrument. It just won't happen, just period. But that's not what we're trying to do here. However, this is the trick, is that because YouTube, the way its algorithm works, is so siloed, that when I'm putting out horror story or a D&D, question or a D&D short or a D&D review, someone is just like, oh, I don't want to watch a 35-minute review on this subclass. Where's the horror stories? And so YouTube shows them the thumbnail for this review, and they don't click it. And then YouTube goes, well, that subscriber to Homebrew Fever Dreams doesn't watch the content. They're skipping it, which is fine. I don't need anyone to watch all the videos. I've been doing this for 8 months. Eight months. I've put out like close to 200 videos. I'm churning them out. This is my hobby, folks. When I sit down and read, I just hit record. I'm reading it, same time I'm recording it, oftentimes. So I spend many, many too many hours doing this. But the problem is that anytime someone sees one of my thumbnails, one of my subscribers, it's like, hey, here's a 50-minute review on this roleplay system. I've actually got one of those coming up, the Omniverse system. It's a 50-page document that I'm probably going to be doing like an hour video on here in the coming week. How many people do you think are going to watch that? Most people will just skip right over it, and then YouTube goes, oh, that person doesn't really watch HFD's videos anymore. So then the next time I post a horror story. So YouTube wants me to silo stuff. And so I was like, fine, I will make 4 channels. I'll just make a shorts, HFD shorts, HFD reviews, HFD horror stories, and the main Homebrew Fever Dreams channel will probably just be a smattering of stuff. Maybe things that have less to do with more question and answer kind of stuff or whatever thing. Just because it's where all my subscribers are. I can't just abandon it, just be like, oh, I don't need that anymore. It's like, no, this is where everyone is at. But that way, if you like the shorts, like you like Warrior Button's little magic items, we've got like 30 of those videos. You can just get those every time they come out. I've got a new batch from Warrior Button here on r/Homebrew Fever Dreams. He's got me like 5 more items, brand new, like they're like a week old. So if you just want the shorts, by all means do the shorts. If you are into the review process, like Rune Queen of Oblivion, has given me a bunch of stuff, I would imagine they would subscribe to the HFD review to watch their own stuff and to support other homebrew. But it's a much smaller segment that are into those long format videos, doing all that stuff. Crunkers might jump over there with me. I think Crunkers is the one that helped me come up with the table of things when we're looking at homebrew. It has to do with ease of use, balance, theme, and fun, right? Yeah, balance, theme, fun, ease of use. That's literally, it's collaborative. We're just having fun together, trying to pay attention to one another. What's the word they have in social media about the relationship dynamic between the creator and the viewers? Parasocial? Parasocial? That's like, I understand that happens. If you have 10,000 subscribers, 100,000, a million, you can't keep up, you can't comment, you can't see everything. But I'm trying to do the opposite of parasocial. I'm trying to use social media to be social, to give attention to people, to have conversations with people. It's not the idea of, if you take your homebrew, whatever it is, story, art, whatever, and you put it on my subreddit, you're putting it there saying, hey, will you do something for me? I'm going to give you this. And then I'm going like, yeah, that's content for me. So I can look at it, be entertained, and I'll give you feedback back. See, that's where we're trying to like break the stick of parasocialism. We're trying to like, the viewer, the homebrewer, the RPGer get something out of it. I get something out of it. Because it's hopefully a true social media relationship to the limited degree that we can. So 6 minutes to say all that, but let's get to it here. If you're still here, I appreciate it. But that little speech had to end up somewhere, so it's going to end up in Crunker's spell review. Conjure magical instrument. Third level spell, casting time 1 action. It is ritual cast capable. Range 30 feet. Components vocal, semantic. Duration 8 hours. Concentration required. School conjuration. It's not an attack, obviously. Damage effect creation. We're going to conjure a magical instrument here. You create 1 magical instrument in 1 occupied space on the ground within range. The musical instrument can be no larger than huge in size. You're just going to put that little limitation on there, Crunkers? It can't be gargantuan. Sorry, that would be unreasonable. You want to do a church organ? A small one? I'll let you. But the... okay. Examples of huge instruments would be church organ or bell. Thank you. I called it. Any creature who tries to play a magical instrument conjured by the spell gains proficiency in said instrument as well as advantage on performance checks as for long as the concentration lasts. After the spell's duration ends or when you stop concentrating on the spell, all magical instruments disappear. Now, any creature who tries to play it, so not just the person who conjured it, which is interesting. It means you're instantly good at the instrument you've been provided with. Okay, you can choose to attempt to infuse magic into your performance. At the end of your performance, roll a d20 and add your spell casting ability modifier. If the result is 10 or greater, the crowd is magically charmed for the duration of the spell. If the result is less than 10, then the magic causes the performance to sound hideously bad, even if performance checks were high. But you have that option. You're not forced to do this. You can choose to attempt it. I like that. The charm condition ends when the spell ends, or if you or your little spelling mistake there, or if you or your party attempt to harm a charmed creature. When the spell ends, all creatures know they were charmed by you. I guess offensively, like in a showdown battle situation where blood would be spilled, that would be useful. But you would never want to do that with like townsfolk or patrons, because they will not take kindly to you ensorceling them with the charm spell. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you create 1 additional musical instrument for each slot above 3rd. Also, for each spell slot above 3rd, add +1 to the roll to charm the crowd using music, as long as each instrument is being played. So you can create a band or a string quartet or something like that, but you only get that +1 on that charm attempt if you make a 3-piece. All 3 pieces have to be played. Really creative. That's awesome, Crunkers. I mean, that's like, it's out there. I've never even heard of an item even remotely like that. But I think that's absolutely a spell a bard or even a non-bard potentially would like to have. And I think the room for roleplay is massive. I would recommend being extremely careful with that charm feature, though, if you choose to use it. If you watch, thank you. Take care.